Imagine it's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here, but again, careful, it's very slippery right here.
Well, that's your Astroglide leaking.
For the people here, but that's what really, careful, please, really slippery, not kidding. That's what protesting is about. What some of the folks said
protesting about traumatizing children,
you know, that this is they shouldn't be there, and you know they shouldn't be uncomfortable, and this is our house and whatever. That's what protesting is about, is to make people uncomfortable. You may not like it.
That's actually not. It's actually not what protest is about. Right. Protest is about making your point or voice heard, particularly if you haven't been able to make it another way, or if this is the most effective way. It's not even about making people uncomfortable, to be clear. Sometimes you can protest and people can be incredibly comfortable, especially if it's an issue that may be a populist issue or has groundswell support. So that's not the primary purpose of protest. It can be a side effect. It's a primary purpose of what you're doing, because you guys are domestic terrorists. So check all of the references. Let me explain to you the what, who, when, where, why here. So what happened is these people, of course, were intimidating Christians at church during their service. It was at City's Church in St. Paul, which is a Bible-based, as I understand it, a non-denominational church, but pretty traditional as far as their beliefs on social issues. And they targeted this pastor, David Easterwood, specifically, I guess because he's expressed more traditional views, for example, on marriage. I'm not entirely sure why they targeted him.
Well, he is the acting ICE field office director in Minnesota.
Were we able to confirm that?
Yeah.
That he is? Okay. I wanted to make sure. So okay, let's add that to there. That means the children in the church, I guess, are directly involved with ICE as well. I don't know if you know this, but they're very often pastors who have other jobs. They're there acting as pastor.
That also means that they're not there to change any minds.
Right.
They weren't there to change any minds whatsoever. It was never about protesting. It was never about being heard. No. It was all about agitation, disruption.
Well, the good news is we have, you can determine who is the protagonist, who is the antagonist, who's the hero, who's the villain, because, you have Pastor Easterwood there, and he has his traditional views, and he may be acting as a field office director for ICE there in Minnesota. Contrast that with the protest leader, Nikema Levy-Armstrong, who's the NAACP Minnesota president, participated, of course, in the Black Lives Matter riots in both Ferguson, Missouri, and Bloomington, Minnesota. And this person actually spoke with noted Christian sodomite Don Lemon, detailing the group's tactics.
Tell us why you're doing this.
This is Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation. We show up somewhere that is a key location. They don't expect us to come there, and then we disrupt business as usual. So that's what we're about to go do right now.
You get out.
Justice for Renee Good, and letting them know that they will not stand. Be a house of God while harboring someone who is directing age to wreak havoc on our community and who killed Renee Good, who almost killed a 6-month-old baby. Enough is enough. I am a reverend on top of being a lawyer and an activist. So I come here in the power
and
of the
queen, I'm sure.
God.
Yeah, I'm a reverend too. I get it. I paid for the stamps. That's it. I'm at this point. You see, you know what? It's time to send in Super ICE. Yeah.
Thanks, Arnold.
Okay, you do it, Josh.
Yeah. Oh, what are you guys doing?
Electroshock therapy.
Oh, obviously, but why?
To wake us up, of course.
Yeah, to get amped, we got a show to do.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You don't have to do this, okay? You don't have to do this. There are better.
I think gay thoughts are here. Electroshock is good for gay thoughts.
No. Josh, stop. Listen, guys. There are better ways to wake yourselves up, okay? Okay?
Good point, Gerald. We forgot to wet the sponge. The electrical.
Stop whatever in the Green Mile you're doing right now and just try Blackout Coffee. You know the guys that you worked with to make the Strange Animal blend? Ring a bell?
Why don't I remember that?
One guess.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let me try.
Yeah.
Take these.
Okay. Papa's grievances. Go to blackoutcoffee.com/Crowder. Use the promo code Crowder for 20% off your first order and try the new exclusive Strange Animal brew. Yes, I chose the beans. It is the blend that we drink here exclusively, and now I'm making it available to you. I am a reverend, therefore I don't know if you know this, there's actually a process. Historically, when churches have disagreed, sometimes they're called schisms. You guys know that? Where like they actually part, and they're actually, sometimes conclaves that are held. They're actually committees, and people determine what their theology is or the direction of the church. It's not just walking in, lying, saying that this person almost killed a 6-month-old baby and screaming. Let me ask you this. How would you have a conversation with them? Why don't you just talk with them? Isn't it always interesting, the people who say, why don't you just talk with them, at the people who say, I won't talk with that person. I won't platform that person. This is why when people say don't platform X, I will talk with those protesters or those rioters if given the opportunity. But I'm fully aware that these are lawless heathens. It would be a double standard if I'm willing to hear them out so that I can highlight to you how awful they are while deplatforming someone else. I hope you understand why we stand that way across the board.
Yeah.
I will talk with them. I will talk with Don Lemon. I disagree with Don Lemon far more than I disagree with anyone, even on the far right, dissident right. What he believes is evil enough to not be platformed. But we don't believe in that as conservatives. Here's also, by the way, another...
Before we move on to the other guy, so I did some digging into her background just a little bit, so, take this for what you can. Allegedly, she spoke at churches in the past on a monthly basis. So she was some kind of a reverend, but there's no official, tie to any church. And the only reason I bring that up is not to really hang too much of my hat on that. But if that's in any way remotely true, she should know better. She should know better than that. There is a way to protest. There is a way to make your voice heard. There is a way to pick out a specific person that you think is more responsible for some of the carnage in your city than others and protest that person. What you did was not the way.
If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to create clips like these fast, try Opus Clips. It's smart, simple, and built for creators.